Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and today I am continuing my Dragon Eclipse series. Last time, we went after the people that killed the Dragon Guardian, went on a pursuit for them, was able to successfully track them, not sure if that's even possible to fail, and learned a little bit of what might be going on about that other race. Learned that they were Fae, and that the Dragon Guardians had imprisoned them there. So that's going to be interesting to continue digging into. But before we continued any further, we have to go back home and check out how Kerberg is doing, which is probably not good considering we didn't go there first. But we shall find out about all of that right now. But a few things before all of that. I have kind of done a little bit more deck constructing for my young Emberling. Went a little bit more on the burn effects. So I had, after opening up the booster pack, there were some more burn effects. Might go for a bunch of like heavy aggression. Like not going to try and sugarcoat it with the young Emberling. Just really going to go all in on like burn and dealing extra damage if my enemy is burned. And that is that. And then I also built the deck for the Furwing. And so right now, for this, I have chosen to bring in my young Emberling that I probably will always bring, and then kind of a backup of a more tankier person, which is the Furwing that should just be really good considering that it has 2 and 8 defense. And it's the new Mystlings, so I gotta give it a shot. So without further ado, let's continue into Aftershock. Boom.
It feels like a lifetime since you left Kerberg in search of the source of the tremors. Now the time has come to return and ensure the safety of the town and its folk, all so dear to you. Your mind often strays to those ominous beings who killed the Dragon Guardian. They have entered your world through that uncanny portal and may still be lurking unseen. You are determined to protect Kerberg at all costs. But there is a more pressing matter on your mind, which you have kept secret from everybody. Since you met the dragon, you haven't been fully yourself. You are plagued by blurred, disturbing visions of islands floating in the air. Terrible headaches always accompany the sensation. You must learn more about these sights from your dreams. What significance do they hold for you?
I kind of want to kill more dragons now. So the hints, you may encounter one of the previous enemies in a random combat. Okay, that is very true. And other water and fire Mystlings will be useful. Well, luckily I have a fire. And yeah, I do have the time passes, so I immediately will go to script 1. Hit that and start the scenario. And I do have the time passes, so...
From afar, you see that Kerberg suffered severely from the quake. The walls surrounding the city crumble in many places. The sky is shrouded by wisps of dark smoke, reminding you of fire started years ago by a stray flitter spark. You hear the shouts of people scrambling to organize. Wild creatures of all sorts and tempers amass before the ruined gate. Your experience tells you that in such situations, trouble is a spark that catches stray kindling. So you are determined to challenge the most aggressive Mystling, and thus show the others who is in charge here. The town needs no more problems after all.
Okay, I gained the Future of Kerberg Part 3. Right now I'm just marking over all the ones that I had in pencil, in pen, just because I'm making all my changes are permanent. Let's see. Oh god, I almost forgot one. That'd be unacceptable. Unacceptable! Okay. Then I go to script C4, which is automatically going to take me to...
You advance, your Mystlings by your side. This aggressive creature shifts its focus directly to you.
Which I have to set up a random combat, which I already have. As you can see, the one that I ran... Well, you get to pick two. You draw two and then pick one, and I chose to do the Elkthorn because it was the Elkthorn and the Shadeling. And the Shadeling I've been able to beat pretty... I wouldn't say handily, but I've been able to beat. The Elkthorn I lost to. Now, I thought about doing my new Emberling against it, just because... because I think that's who I used the first time I fought him, and I lost, but I wanted to... I gotta try the Furwing, and especially because the Elkthorn is 20 health, 3 attack, 2 movement, and my Furwing is 25, 4 attack, and 1 movement. But we shall see how this goes. I might also just have it get wrecked. So I am in a Dark Grove. When you... which I'm not. I'm in Careburg. When you or the enemy ends their turn within range 1 of the Mystling tree, which is the tree that we are bigger than, Elkhorn gains Rage. You and the enemy can't move to or be placed in a space with the mystical tree. And end of random combat, I go to script 200 of the current scenario, which would be C200. Now, what's interesting, and I haven't been able to quite figure it out, is in random combat, it has a essence value, and as far as I can tell, unless something else causes me to spend essence, that's how much I can use to tame it. But it doesn't, it says that's like in the exploring the world scenario. So I'm not entirely sure if I'm still like in that moment, if I'm still in the encounter world area. What was that mode actually called? Where was it? Tells you how much essence you must spend to tame a Mystling during the navigate the world map step. Which, I mean, when is that? When is the navigate the world map step? Which I'm sure that's somewhere. Before the scenario, choose one of the explored map cards in the world that shows disease. At the start of this step, you are able to visit and explore and locate. So component setup, taking inventory. Oh, okay, navigating the world map step. Choose one of the explored world map cards in the world map card holder that shows these. Oh, that's how we go back. Because I know there's been in the world map this thing. So there are these areas, Z2, Z4, and Z13. Those are areas we've already been to. And then the ones that show not as Z are the actual scenarios you can choose. So as you can tell, I only have one scenario to choose. But before this, I could have gone back. So that must be whenever I get to pull a random like encounter and spend the essence. Okay. That makes sense. So I can't just all of a sudden set up for a random combat and then be like, wait! Dragon essence! You're mine! Pokeball, go! Okay, so now, let's see. Passive. Elkhorn has +3 attack if it has Rage. Otherwise, it has +3 defense. He discards Rage after the attacks, even if it doesn't do any damage. So for the Circle... I'm just going to call them circle, triangles, and squares. For the circle, he's going to rush and deal 3 damage in range 2. And then triangle, he's going to rush, attack +1. If this attack didn't deal any damage, he gains rage. When he does his special ability, which is on 3, he cleanses weak, gains attack, or attacks +1, and then gains rage. So right now, when he's not raging, he has 3 defense. Whenever he is raging, he has +3 attack. To tame him, I have to weaken him. Elkhorn has 10 or less life. Then snap it out of its rage. I need to deal at least 4 damage in 1 turn to the Elkthorn with rage, which should be impossible because my innate damage is 4. And then show your power. Deal at least 4 damage in 1 turn to the Elkthorn without rage. Even if you defeat the Elkthorn when you fulfill this condition, you still tame it. Okay. So... I want to try and tame this. It is another grass type, but I don't know. I don't know. And it tells me if I tame it, what cards I get. So, and what Mystling Encyclopedia. Nice. All that information is there. So, well, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So, the Furwing has his special ability bonus action for 6 power I do Reckless Abandon, where I attack, and then gain 4 damage. And then my Air Elemental bonus action is for 5 power. I can accelerate, look at the top card of my deck. I may resolve it or place it back on top of my deck. So that is pretty interesting. I do have Thick Bristle. That is an attack. I don't have any power, though. Oh, but I'll gain... No, I won't be able to do a bonus action before. So I can't move right now. A lot of my cards with the Furwing are kind of dependent on where the enemy is at. So I kind of want to position him in a space where I can actually maul. So if I like move back, I do have a blink that I could use. That if I actually move back 1, whenever he rushes, he's going to rush to get within range 2, so I could move back 1, and then since I'm equidistant, I could have him, like if I move here, I could blink 2 here, and then this would be the closest way for him to move 2, and then be within range 2 to hit me. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leap, and this was part of the deck that I built because his movement is very bad. In fact, his combat quest is the Furwing lacks one thing in its training: the ability to dodge attacks and avoid being damaged. So each time I haven't received any damage during my opponent's turn, I get to place a token on this card, and once there are 3, I have to have at least 3 of these at the end of combat. But anytime I take damage, I discard all of them from this card. So, yeah. Those are all hard. I feel like the Young Emberling might be just an innate thing that I will eventually get. But I do gain 2 power. And then I'm going to blink right there. And I did not end my turn when you or the enemy ends their turn within the range 1 of the Mystical Tree. So I'm actually going to stop there. Not that it matters, because I have to stop. Offensive stance. Ooh, that wouldn't be horrible. Now it's its turn. It's going to rush. So, and now with it is in range 2, it's going to deal 3 damage. I have that is actually magical damage, so that is just a straight up 3 damage. Boo! But I have the health. That's okay because it's about to get wrecked, and that's it. If I was a water type, it would gain rage. However, it does end its turn adjacent to the Dark Grove, which means that within range 1 of the Mystical Tree, he is going to gain rage, which is actually really good for me. So I'm just going to put that there to show that he is raged up. It's like a giant moose, but it's about to get wrecked by my Furwing because I can now do Maul. He is on a space that I need to be, and he has no defense. So, he's about to get wrecked. Yeah, I think that's the best move that I got. It's called Maul, so I'm going to use that. Gain my 2 because I don't need to move or anything. I don't want to prepare. So, I'm going to gain my 4 power, and I'm going to move 1, which is all I can do, and I'm going to attack. I attack for 4. It has no defense because it is raged. Yes, if it has rage, which it does. And that's going to be 4 damage to it. And then, because he is on that flower space, I get to attack again, which is actually pretty awesome. So that's going to be 8 damage to him. 5. Boop, I'll just put the damage there. That's 7. Just grabbing it, throwing it into the ground. And he is a grass type, so I could actually move after that. Does that benefit me in any way? I really don't think it does, honestly. Because his next thing, he's just going to rush. Oh, no, he's not. He is not going to rush. Ooh, I know I have another Maul in my deck. That would be nasty. It's going to hit me for sure. But you know what? I think I will actually move. Discard the Maul. And then I'm actually going to prepare. And I'm going to discard a card. Let's see. He's about to attack, and it's going to be a lot of damage. It's going to be a lot of damage, and I don't think there's really anything I can do to avoid it. Deal 3. Yeah, that is magic damage. Now, what's interesting is it says the Elkhorn has +3, has +3 sword attack if it has rage, but the rush deals 3 damage. It says deal 3 star. So I'm pretty sure that the star is like that magic damage attack. If the opponent is in range 1, attack, deal damage equals reduced by the opponent's defense. Yep. Deal X in range Y if the opponent is reduced by opponent's magical defense. I'm not entirely sure if that rage applies to his ranged attack. Elkhorn discards rage after the attacks, even if the attack didn't deal any damage or there was no opponent in range. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure actually if that is, because his rage, there's probably no FAQ. Those are all adventure tags. That's not really gonna do it. Because there's no... Some attacks may modify the range or value. For example, a card tells you attack +1 in range 2, it overwrites the attack rules described above and allows you to resolve an attack on an enemy in range 2. Additionally, this attack. Yeah, I'm just going to say that it's like a blanket icon. But what I am going to do is I did prepare, so I am going to actually discard... Ooh. Oh, but it's not going to... Because that's only for physical defense. So then, yeah, you know what? I will discard offensive stance, which is going to give me a +1 sword. Hopefully I get my maul. That would be pretty awesome. Dang it! I didn't. But I did get Deliberate, which is... Or Deliberate Strike. That's a new one. I get to attack twice if I have at least 8 cards in my discard pile, which I definitely do not. That's okay. Then it's his turn, so that's going to move over. He is not going to rush because he is... He's right there. So that is going to be a 6 damage attack that I apparently cannot block. So 9 damage on me, but he does lose rage. Let's move that over there. And now he has +3 defense. Okay. That's fine, because now he's going to do a regular attack. +1. And this one actually will help me out, I think, because I'm going to do Thick Bristle. Well, I'm going to move. I'm going to spend 1 power to rush up on him, or move up on him. Then I'm going to do Thick Bristle, gaining 2 to attack and pierce 2. So he has 3 defense right now because of his lack of rage. So I'm going to pierce 2 of that, dealing 5 damage minus the 2, or minus the 1, so 4 damage to him. 5, 6, 7, 8, so he is at 12. Now, what's great about that is I can't remember what symbols I use, or what, did I just put like A on it? Yeah, so now he has 10 or less life left. He has 8. And then that Thick Bristle is going to go right there, giving me, okay, so 2 Tempest Embraces, and I only have 4 power. I mean, I might as well just do that Tempest Embrace. But now I have +2 defense, so what he's going to do is piss and moan. So he's going to do that. He's going to rush, which he doesn't need to, and attack me for +1. His attack is 3 +1, so 4, but my defense, that's actually compared to my physical defense, of 2 +2 from the Thick Bristle. So it tries to attack me and can't get through my fur. So it does no damage and is going to cause him to go into a rage, which is pretty awesome, because the very next thing I need to do is snap it out of its rage, Oh, it's doing its special ability where he's going to attack for +1, which again, he's going to cleanse weak. I don't deal weak. I don't know what it does, actually. Nothing I currently have deals weak. But he's going to cleanse weak, and then he's going to attack +1, which is again 4, but I have 4 defense, so... Ooh, no, he's going to attack for +1, but he has +3 if he has rage. So is that adding together? So it's an attack +4, so is that 7? So I guess 3 damage. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That also puts me at 12. Yeah, not entirely sure on... That's the problem with, like, any board game that tries to be like, no, minimalist rules. And it's like, well, what do they... So do they add together? But he attacked, so... Because the passive says, oh, he discards rage after it attacks, even if it didn't deal any damage. But the special ability says, gain rage. So, which one is it? I'm going to say he still has rage, because I want to tame him. But let me know in the comments if I am wrong about that. Either way, I mean... Yeah, the passive kind of seems to... The passive is kind of confusing because of the... Does the +3 sword attack... Is that just the generic symbol for attacking? So whenever he does his rush range damage, does that enhance that attack, or does it just enhance his physical attack? And then does the special ability, does it stack? Does it add if he's in rage, but then he would lose it? Whatever. Whatever. Yeah, so now I need to snap it out of its rage. And I don't have... 1, 2, 3, 4. I think deal 2 damage. I need to deal 4 damage, and the only thing that I can do... Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Discard so Majestic Flight. Discard the top card of your deck. If it is a wind card, I blink to any flower space. Otherwise, blink to any water space. Then I deal magical damage to an opponent in range for each space between you and that opponent. Now, most of my deck should be magic. Well, either way. Oh, he's doing a triangle. His rush is only 2? So the Majestic Flight would actually be kind of better because... Oh! I can... Where is that? Oh, I see why that's good now. Okay. Yes. So I can... Oh, it's 5. Okay, damn it. Well, the Accelerate makes sense now, because that lets me look at the top card of my deck, and that would help me with Majestic Flight. Because then I would get to look at the top card of my deck and see if it's a wind, and then that would let me blink over here and then deal 1, 2, 3, 4 damage to him, which would be enough. Or I could do Deliberate Strike and just attack him and guarantee the 4 damage. Yeah, because if I do that, if I'm able to move back here, he will be rushing and he won't be able to actually get to me to attack. But yeah, his passive actually is contradictory to a lot of what he does. But I also don't want to take the brunt of the damage if I don't have to. Because unfortunately the only water spot is right here, which is only 3 spaces away. Fuck it. I'm gonna gain 2, do Majestic Flight, and god damn it, it is the stupid... that sucks. Yeah. I don't now, So it actually does say discard too. Discard the top card of your deck if it is a win card, blink to any otherwise. So I could actually... Yeah, you know, I'm actually going to blink to this one. Because that's not going to be helpful. Oh, cool. Well, it wasn't even going to matter anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But now I have defensive position, so that's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not going to attack again. If I do that, that lets me heal. That's nice. Yeah, so I'm actually not dealing... Oh, I'm doing 4 minus 1. Oh, no, the attack... Sorry, the attack wasn't... It was one magical damage, so minus 1. So I'm actually doing no damage to him. Which is good, because I don't want to, because I don't want to defeat him right now. So I just blink there. I just fly over him. I guess. And then he attacks... he rushes, attacks +1, which is for... I guess for 7... So 3 more damage. Again, no idea if it's supposed to stack. And this is the other thing that the passive and the Dark Grove doesn't... So the passive says, he discards rage after it attacks. Cool. The Dark Grove says whenever he ends his turn within range 1 of the tree, he gains rage. So don't know in what order those go off of. I'm just going to go off of the one that benefits me the most. And... that is going to be, let's see. Yeah, so I'm just going to do Deliberate Strike, gaining 2. I'm only attacking him once, so that's going to be for 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I at? Oh shit, I might actually, I'm about to lose. Not really though. Because he's gonna rush again. Deal at least 4 damage in 1 turn to the Elkthorn without rage. Even if you defeat Elkthorn when you fulfill the condition, I still tame it. Okay, that's fine. Tailwind, move if you're in a flower space. Attack. Nice. Nice. Okay, so that gives me some decent move. I think what I'm gonna do is prepare now, and I'm gonna get rid of this Tempest Embrace, so I can get that regeneration into. And then there's Thick Bristle. Cool. There is a consistent attack. All right. So now it's attacking, I guess. So it's there. So that's going there. It's going to attack for +4 again, I guess, which is 7 damage. Again, no idea. 5, 6, 7. So I'm at 22. Let me know in the comments if I'm doing this correct. Because it seems not entirely clear. Like, do I need to now move away? I mean, I know I'm gaining a fatigue now, which is kind of fucking stupid. Maybe if you tame them, you never have to fight them. Oh, you wouldn't, because he'd get removed from random combat. Alright. Get rid of this. I don't even know why I actually have those sleeves. So that goes in there. Because I have to shuffle this. And he loses rage, but then he gains it again from the stupid tree. So I need to move him away and also not die. Which I can do, depending on what he's doing now. Hopefully it's the triangle, which it is. Oh no, that will actually kill me if he does the triangle. Yeah, so I mean, I could honestly just be like, oh, like, hey, actually, no, he loses rage because I deem it so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Because I'm at 22. I mean, I could just defeat him, but I already spent all that time. The regeneration gets me 2 away and heals me 2, which is nice that I have that. Oh, actually. So, I need to look up something. When do you actually discard something in combat? Because is preparing, using bonus resolve action, gain as many above this level, resolve the effect, place it face up. Then use bonus actions. Got it. Okay, perfect. I think I can survive, maybe. I have to math it out. So if I heal 2, that puts me at 20, and I get to move 2 away, which then means that I can prepare and put my thick bristle on top of my discard pile, which gives me 2 defense. So he would move to attack for +4, which would be 7 to my 4 defense, which would only be 3 damage, so I will survive. Cool. So I'm going to do regeneration, which is pretty sweet. I gained the 2 power, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. It was in slot 3, so I get to move +1, which is nice. I haven't even been paying attention to my combat quest. I don't think I've gone a single turn without taking damage, because this thing is so hyper aggressive. And then I get to heal 2. Yay! Those regeneration cards, I think either came in the pack, the booster pack that I opened, or they were already in kind of my stuff. No, actually, I think they were in some of the advanced cards that I picked. And I'm like, yep, need to heal. Need to find ways to heal. Then, that was it. Then I'm going to spend a power to discard my thick bristle. And that's it. Tailwind. And hey, Majestic Flight. Look at that. Alright. Now it's his turn. So he is going to go there. And I think he's gaining rage, but I'm going to say he doesn't because I don't care anymore. Although I could honestly avoid it at this point. Avoid his rage. Actually... No, the Majestic Flight will be enough. Oh no, he's going to gain rage again. So how does he just not... Is he always in rage? I don't care anymore. So he is going to attack for 7, I guess. So 3... Yeah, because it was this one. Yep, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 4 defense, so I take 3 damage. So I'm at 23. Yay. And then he did attack, so he's going to, so he would lose rage. Then he's going to attack again, but it's only for +4, or it's only for +1, so 4 damage. And he does no damage, then he gains rage again. Yeah. Nice. So then that gets rid of these. Alright, so how the hell do I mean, the Majestic Flight allows me to... Because he's gonna just fucking kill me again. I really don't think I should be taking as much damage as I am. Like, it seems like he's always in a perpetual rage, but he shouldn't be. Yeah, so now he's going to rush and deal 3 damage in range 2, which would kill me. And, I mean, I could beat him. I could have beat him a long time ago. I'm just trying to tame him, but it doesn't seem like it's... I don't fucking know. It's kind of stupid, honestly. Well, I guess I'll prepare just to see. I may draw 1 card. I'll get rid of a Tailwind. And Maul. Yeah, that would definitely do it. I get to move, attack if opponent is... Oh, no, I get to move. See, Majestic Flight would almost guarantee that I would get to... I mean, really teleport. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. And I don't even know what this could be. I could resolve it. It could give me defense. But he's in a rage again, so not sure if that adds up. I'm so fucking annoyed. Whatever. I'm just gonna... Nope, he doesn't have rage. He didn't have rage earlier. I don't care. If you're just... This is fucking stupid. Look at that. I'm going to do Tailwind. And I'm gonna move. Look at that. I'm in a flower space. I'm gonna attack him. He doesn't have rage, so he has 3 defense. I pierce it for whatever. It's 4 damage. I don't care. He's defeated. He's tamed. It's my game. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. He's been so fucking stupid. What was this one? Oh yeah, Smart Approach. I forgot I put that in there. Move. Place 1 card from your discard pile on top of your deck. Yep, look at that. Look at that legitimate taming of the Elkhorn. I wonder if that's actually, like, clarified anywhere. Like, the way his passive seems... It just seems so contradictory towards the Dark Grove. Yay! The Elkhorn has been tamed. How nice. How very nice and legitimate. So that gets me card 51, 55, and 56. And 53 and 54, because the Elkhorn has already been in my thing. Probably never even going to use them. Now that's the Furwing, Emberling, Elkhorn. There we go. Okay. Well, as we know, he has 20 health, 3 attack, and 2 movement. 52 is gone. His bonus action, he gains rage. His restlessness, if you have rage, move and attack +2, otherwise trigger. Pretty damn good. Combat quest. The Elkhorn is powerful as it is, but it wants to become even more fierce. Attack 3 times during 1 turn. Okay. So he has Bark Skin, gain 1 power. If you have rage, gain an additional 2 power. If you have rage, +2 attack, otherwise +2 defense. Gore. So here's some of these cards. Look at that. If you have rage, deal 7 damage in range 1 and discard rage, otherwise gain rage. This dude is brutal. Rampage, if you have rage, attack +2, and discard rage. This guy is disgusting. Well, so there's that. So it was, what was it, 51, 55, and 56. 51, 55. Oh, sorry. No, but yeah. It tamed cards 51, 55, and 56, and action cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 56 is the combat card. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, and then the Mystling Encyclopedia, which is kind of neat because it tells you to put what you've seen before in here, but then you have the empty spot. Again, I have no idea what these numbers mean in here because they're not in any, it doesn't seem they're in any particular order unless you're supposed to put them, no, because Wind Razor is 174 and there's not a, oh, well, hold on, there might be. Elkthorn is 54. Is there a 54 in here? Oh shit! You know, okay, I think I figured out. The numbers are for the the actual creatures. So the Elkthorn. Strength is the only thing Elkthorns respect. The territorial Mystlings treat everything as a challenge, and in their rage, they attack anything they don't feel inferior to on sight. Areas inhabited by Elkthorns are avoided by animals and smaller Mystlings who reasonably consider them off limits. Cool. How do I attack in 3 turns? Oh, I see. So you do Restlessness as a bonus action because it doesn't tell you to get rid of Rage, and then you do Rampage. That's how you would attack 3 times. His seems actually super easy. Then it said, so end of random combat, and I know people are gonna be like, you should have lost. You don't have him. Okay, I don't, but I do because I say I do, and that's the brilliance of board games. Or if this was a video game, I could mod it to where it's like, no damage. Go script 200 of your current scenario, so C200. Each Mystling that took part heals up to half. Okay, so what is that? 22, so 11. And all that power is gone. And tame! I did! Take the cards listed on the tier card and place them behind the party divider. Add Mystling encyclopedia cards to the Mystling and return your enemy tier card to their tier card's deck. So I never have to fight him again, which is good because he's hard. Place your enemy ability card behind the removed divider. Place your enemy ability... Oh, this one. Okay, so C72. Nice.
You have defeated the most aggressive Mystling, which is a clear message for all others. The Mystlings move away to a safe distance, and the other warlike ones flee.
There it is, Furwing. I think I've got to remove that because... Yeah, that would be the most aggressive Mystling. But now I need to put these in their respective numbers. So the Furwing is 80... Yeah, cool. I was sitting here like, man, these numbers are all backwards and stuff. So 86, 85... Elkthorn's in the right spot. Young Shadeclaw is 151. Which I could have tried to tame that one. And the Furple, I think the Furple has a lot of healing things. That'd be a nice, if this was a 2-player game, having a nice healing Mystling. Yeah, 71. But so far, I like the way the Furwing works. Like his slow movement, he has ways to kind of teleport away, and his innate defense is very nice. The Golemo is 110, 109. And last but not least, oh wait, no, there's the Windraiser. But the Windraiser I have not defeated. Young Emberling, 65. Or, yeah, 65, 64, and then 174. Oh, there he is, 174. Now I think those are all in their correct spots. So the young Windraiser, or the Windraiser, the young Shadeclaw, I have not tamed, and I think that's it. Sweet. This thing is super cool. I like it a lot. Okay, so I'm probably clearing up combat. Yep, clear the arena. Ooh, gain 2 items? Thank you. And then go to script C10.
Having dealt with the wild creature from the forest, you enter the city through a damaged gate. People within carry the wounded on makeshift stretchers. Many buildings are in disrepair, some crumbled and others even leveled. At first glance, the town is in ruin, but as you look closer, you begin to believe that it's possible to rebuild, although not without extreme effort.
Okay, so I got Coin of Misfortune, which is think of and draw during a test. When this card is discarded in any other way than at the end of a test, shuffle it back into the item deck. Immediately, I gain a silver. So, when this card is discarded in any other way than at the end of a test, shuffle it back into the item deck. Okay. And then I got some herbs, so now I have an innate way to heal too, which is very nice. Not sure I'm going to use the Fur Wing right now. I do kind of want to test out my Young Emberlings deck. I do have regeneration in there because that thing is so squishy. Okay. Open map. Okay, so now we're going into some exploration. Boom. I still have that fatigue in here, which is unfortunate. Okay, so we'll put those there. Dark Road goes back. Tree goes back at some point. These all go back. And now I'm opening map 4. Huh. Which is right here. Ooh, now we're at the destroyed Careberg. That sucks. Okay, if you don't, what am I on? Oh, I was gonna say C11, but I don't think it is. If you don't have the local hero part 2 status, which I do not, if you don't have it, okay, place token B in slot 1. If you have the time passes status, gain secrets 28 and 29. There was a fire during your absence. Oh shit. Oh no, hopefully Helga, or whatever her name was, is alive. I need to go check on her. Place this card on the map, and place this card on the map. I gotta figure out where. Oh, is that the library? Did I just pop that down? Oh man, pretty much right on there. Yeah, that's the library, and this one is... Oh shit. Yeah, I think that is her shop. Play Secret 24 face down in the event slot. Alright, so that's going there. Gotta put the Elkthorn in the party. Because I totally legitimately tamed him. But now I have a silver. Hey, anyone open for business? I'd like to buy some stuff with my 1 silver. Yes. Oh, I need to put the... There it is. So this is going... Oh, to 2. Oh, geez. You don't need to hurry. Take your time to assess the situation. I only have 2 time. What do you mean? Yes. Oh, C21.
The sight of the ruined city brings tears to your eyes.
No!
The machines are broken. Several people shamble through the streets, their gazes wandering in disbelief. You approach a man with a twisted ankle and support him. A part of the city hall collapsed, Tamer, he says, staring into your eyes. The Duchess was wounded. How could you allow that? Where were you when we needed your assistance? You don't answer, reminding yourself that the man raves in pain. You help him arrive at the makeshift infirmary and ask a nurse about the situation in the city. It's bad, she replies. Guards are occupied with the collapsed city hall. Rangers run around almost aimlessly, and your tamers are exhausted from trying to overcome the Mystlings' growing panic. We need you. Help the people of Kayberg. With your companions, you could do more than most of us.
Does no one else have, Mystlings? Am I the only one? No. Try helping the city gather as many parts of the city in ruin status as possible. Nah. No. That guy blamed me. So, What incentive do I have to help any of you? I'm going to be evil now. And then begin exploration. So, some of the machines need repairs. People in the infirmary need aid. Some people may be in immediate danger. Maybe you can convince the wild Mystlings to help the city. Oh, that would be interesting. Okay. So there's a tavern, the library, C50. That's where the Windraiser was, I think. And then there's also there's a fire over there, so I'm gonna go to C25. Let's do that first. Oh, I do have the time passes.
The ruins of Hazel's shop are a sad sight to behold.
Hazel!
Fortunately, the flames are dying down. Searching the rubble is possible, albeit risky.
Okay, so choose one. Gain 4 damage. Gain 2 instead if you have a water Mystling. I see now why having a water Mystling would be helpful. Or I could follow Hazel's hints. Requires token A in slot 2. Oh, okay, 4 damage. Well, I guess I'll do that. I'm gonna find Hazel. 1, 2, 3, 4. And script C54. So I am searching the rubble. Which I do that. C54. Which is going to be a test. Yep, perform the test. Damn it. I don't have any of those. At the end of the test, if I have at least 2 eyes, I lose time. So I need a 7 would be ideal, which again I have some rope that might help. A 6 would be... Oh. Nope, okay. Yeah, I have no idea. So basically, 7 gets me an equipment, and 6 gets me an item or a silver. Oh, 5 or less also gains me an item. So a 6 gets me a silver, the option for a silver. And 8 or more gets me, it makes me lose a time. Okay, so 2... Fuck, at the end of the test, if I have at least 2 eyes. You know what? I'm actually just going to end there. Like, I don't want to lose any more time, so I'm just going to stop. So I'm just going to gain 1 item, which is fine, because I have 2. You can have 3 items. 3 items and 2 equipment. And those are secrets. So, a leather pouch. Amazing. Immediately gain a silver. Gladly. So that worked out anyway. Well, so I have no idea what Hazel's hints are. I don't know where she's at. That bums me out. I'm gonna go up to C50. Oh, we'll just do that. See if I can convince whatever that is. So C50. If you have the city in ruin, I don't.
Mystlings wander in the streets of the city, visibly anxious. They seem to have no agenda here. Most may decide to leave at any minute, but it occurs to you that you may sacrifice a bit of time and together with other tamers persuade some creatures to help with repairing Caerberg.
Alright, I am going to try my luck with the Mystlings, which loses a time, and that is C78. I know I don't really need the book with that, but I want to use the book for this one. Perform the test. Okay. So, geez, when you have at least 2 eyes, the test ends immediately. Once per test, if you have the empathy part 2, you may add 1. Do I have that? I do. It's in pencil. Awesome. Okay. So, once per test, if you have empathy part 2, You may add 1. The Wind Razors are eager to help. Yay! If token A is in slot 3, it's not. So let's go ahead and perform this test. Actually, you know what? I need to double check because I haven't been doing it. And what do you do with the discarded cards? Tests. 11. When you're in the test, add the values apply, place all items used on top of the discard pile. Oh, there's a discard pile. Oh, okay. Place all item cards used in this test on top of the discard pile and resolve the outcome matching the value. Oh, got it. Okay. I've just been reshuffling them, as you can clearly tell. Well, let's go ahead and hopefully not get any eyes. So I can essentially add 3 if I need to. I would very much like a 9. That would be hot. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna stop there, so I don't get an eye. I've had this rope forever, and now's a good time to use it, I think. So use the rope to add 2. So 7, 8, and because I have Empathy Bar 2, the Wind Razors are eager to help. So that is 9, and no eyes. So I feel a sudden strong connection with the Mystlings. It is unnerving yet empowering. Remove 1 fatigue, gladly. I will gladly get rid of that fatigue. That's pretty awesome. Get out! Get out of my deck! Just gonna set that right there because I'm probably gonna get it again. And then I'll sleeve these for no reason. I gain an essence, which is pretty awesome. So that's 4 essence. And right here. Is it right here? Is this an essence? It is. And then I gain the City in Ruin Part 4 status. Nice. Cool. And that cost no time, actually. Hell yeah. So now these all get discarded. Cool. And yeah, so that was up at C50. It didn't actually tell me to put anything in that spot either. Just says continue the exploration. Alright, so now, who would need immediate help? C25 doesn't work anymore. C50 I just did. Probably we'll go to C31, the people in the medical tent.
The tent covers a makeshift infirmary. All those who have been injured in the earthquake are brought here and cared for by Olin and good-hearted volunteers.
And I go to okay. I have no idea what is that. What is that symbol? Weird. Token A is not in slot 1. Token B is though. So C34.
There are many injured people in the infirmary, tended by a few hard-working volunteers. You recognize familiar faces among the patients. Alvin and Hazel. Both seem to be sleeping or unconscious. Gyadon, the boy's Mystling, is sitting at the foot of his bed. You also spot Olin in the corner, busy preparing potions. He is pale and looks exhausted. The recent events must have taken a heavy toll on him.
Okay, so I can heal my Mystlings, spend 2 silver. You know what? I will. Yeah, well, actually, I'm going to do a couple things. So I'm going to heal my Mystlings, spend 2 silver, so I can heal 3. So we're going to do... We're just going to do... We're going to do that. And then I'm going to help the wounded, which actually lets me spend a time or gain 1 fatigue. So I'm going to gain this fatigue back. And I'm just going to put it... Now, could I just... Oh, choose again and then continue the exploration. But that didn't cost me any time, so I couldn't I just always just go back? Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't just be able to go right back to it, because it doesn't cost me any time to be able to heal. Unless, again, I'm missing something on the continue exploration part. Let me try exploration 12. Time. When the script instructs you to continue to close the journal and return to the location map. Reading scripts is free. And the journal gives the option to leave a script and choose a different one. Yeah. I mean, I guess I guess theoretically I could keep healing. And it's like, oh, okay, now I'm gonna help the wounded. But it would either cost time or I would just riddle myself with fatigue, which is not smart to do. So, but as far as I'm aware, I could go back and just keep cycling that to heal up my Mystlings, but then I'd have like 8 fatigue, or I'd run out of time. So I'm just gonna heal my Mystlings, spend the 2 silver that I found actually. Ooh, money! I'm looting is what I'm doing. I'm going around and Hazel won't be needing this. Oh, that person died. He's in the infirmary. I'm just gonna steal his money. So I'm gonna speak with Olin only if I don't have the City in Ruin Part 2 status, which I don't. So, what's up, Olin?
The earthquake destroyed my workshop, and none of my concoctions have survived, Olin confesses. I'm hastily trying to cook up some more, but it's not that easy. What's worse, most of the creatures have fled too, and a few of them possessed healing powers. We are left with what we have. That is not a lot.
Okay, well... let your Mystling help. Requires a water Mystling. It said, for the record, fire or water. Fire, didn't it say? It said fire and water Mystlings would be helpful, right? Yeah, water and fire Mystlings will be useful. So far, the fire, it's like, I guess the city's on fire, and they're just like, we don't want him to help. Alright, I need to give him the potion I found, which I don't have, and it says help Olin with your own hands, which requires 2 time. I don't think I can do that, because I only have 1 time available, so I'm going to leave. So I think his shop is here, so I'm going to just leave and see if I can find that potion. And go to C12. And then I'll come back, hopefully. I do not have the City in Ruin Part 1 status.
No hope, the engineer says. I can't fix it. The machinery will run wild any minute now. We desperately need those water creatures to control the pressure. Without them, the pipes may burst. You offer your help, and the engineer ponders for a few moments. The only way to alleviate the situation is to fix the valve. I tried it myself, but without effect. It's rusted because of our negligence and our blind reliance on the creatures. Maybe it'll work with you, though. Well, no harm in trying.
You're right. Pressure. Just, oh my god. Huh? Guess there was harm in trying. So I'm going to try to fix the valve, which will put me down there. And C15. Because I could try and gain 2 items just for scavenging. But I'll try to fix it. Another test. Alright. Okay, so once I have token A, I don't have any fucking tokens there. At the end of the test, if I have at least 2, I lose the time, which I can't do. I don't have... Oh, fire Mystling! Hey, once per test, I may add 1. The creature helps with welding some metallic parts. How nice. So a 6 or a 7 will be good for this. I'm coming out. And I'm going to get a 6 right here. Look at that. Oh my god, I did. Okay. That's funny. Well, this card is discarded in any other way than at the end of a test. Shuffle it back into the item deck. Okay. So, I would lose the time, but I don't have any, so that's nice. Cool. Cool. Yeah, and because of my fire mistling that I have, I may add one, so that gets me a 7. You and the engineer make a great duo. The work is done in no time. I gain 1 item, which is a bottle of magic. Hey, during combat, during the next move, +2 move. I like that. And this gets discarded. So then I go to script C16.
The machinery screeches and grates, letting out occasional clouds of steam. But after a moment of struggle, it begins to work properly. You sigh with relief.
With relief. Oh, I thought you said you sigh with Riddy. I'm like, is that who I was who I was working on this with? Gain the City in Ruin Part 1 status. The machine operates properly, diverting water from a widespread pipe malfunction. Place token A in slot 5. Dope. Huh. Okay. And then I continue the exploration, however we do this. Wherever you go, you hear rumors about the collapse of the city hall. Go to script C3. Okay. Ooh. Oh. I do have the time passes. Whoopsie. Which I'm going to script C6 now.
2 agitated men approach, flailing their arms. "Where have you been?" they shout angrily. "Where were you when we needed your help?" But there is little time for such reproaches. If they want your help now, they must leave you to your work.
Okay, so you're gonna fight me? I was hanging out with Hot Mildred. Discard secret 24. It's a secret you just revealed. Which is funny because I was not gonna put that together. I'm like, where? I don't have that. Play secret 26. Face down. This is probably where they end up beating my ass. That's gonna go on 4. You don't really have much time. You better hurry or your time will run out before you solve any of your problems, and then perform the test. I need a 10, which would be nice. 8 or 9 will work. But a 10 will be great. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Chances of me getting a 1 is pretty slim. 11 or more would be very bad. So I'm going to stop there. Just for shits. No, because I have to discard these. You managed to get rid of the troublemakers. Continue the exploration. Okay, so now I have 4 time to do stuff. Ooh, ooey! Alright. Are there any secret numbers on there? I'm not seeing any. Now I have the time to go help Olin if I want to, so I think I will. It's going to cost me 2 time, but 8 to 9, continue exploration. Yeah, so we'll go back to C31. Which, token A is not in slot 1. Yeah, we've already heard you. So, speak with Olin. Hey, I'm back. Back to talk.
The earthquake destroyed...
Oh, yeah. I'm like, wait. So, help Olin with my own hands. Which I believe... Yep, hold on. So that cost me 2 time. C39.
The work in the makeshift infirmary is nothing but endless toil. But you decide to help Olin anyway.
Oh, okay. No, that was simple. Didn't have to do any tests. Gain the City in Ruin Part 2 status. Alrighty. The infirmary has less work thanks to you. Nice. Nice. See, guys? It all worked out. I'm here. Some people are hurt. The entire town is in shambles, but that's what we do. We will rebuild. We'll come back. We have magical, strong beings that basically obey us for no reason. They could annihilate us if they wanted to. But by golly, we'll pull through. Now let's go check out the library where that creepy ass guy was. C92.
The library walls are slightly charred, but fortunately, the inside of the building is untouched by flames. The bad news is that a few of those who fought the fire got burned, and some of the gathered goods turned to ash. Morale is low, and almost none of the survivors are in the mood to talk.
Okay. Well, I can't buy some universal equipment just because I don't have any money. I spent it all to heal my Mystlings, which might not end up mattering anyway. But so I will speak with Slade. Slade. Oh, C48. That's like all the way back here. Oh, token A is in slot 5. All right.
Have you heard about the water? Slade asks. It was available for some time. People were finally able to wash and save some for another emergency. What bliss! I'm not particularly fond of people with dirty hands touching my books. You admit that you know about it, since you helped return the water yourself. Did you? Slade smiles. Great, thank you. How can I repay you? You try to protest, but Slade pays no notice and pushes a few gifts into your hands.
Okay. Well, leathery pouch immediately gained 1 silver. And then ripe nuts. Slade, I really just, please put your pants back on. We're in dire need of helping the city. I don't need that kind of reward. Oh, please. It's my pleasure. Flip the token in slot 5 from A to B. Repairing the machine with the engineer also helped the librarian. All right. And then continue the exploration. Hot. Well, shit, what else do I do? I don't have the potion. I guess C50, no, C37. Now I can go to the inn. Oops. There we go. I'm just running all over the place. If any token is in slot 4. Nope.
The malfunctioning underground pipe system eventually burst, and a huge crevice opened to swallow the basement of the shaded tavern. You stand at the edge of it, shocked and awed, and look at the twin sons of the tavern keepers, hectically trying to fix the damage. You ask them if they need a hand. Maybe. One of the brothers smooths his famously rich mustache. The system is probably beyond repair, but we plan to salvage what we can. The supplies are underwater, says the other one, picking at his mustache, as impressive as his brother's. What should we do, brother?
That just costs time anyway. So I can choose one. One of them should dive to recover the lost goods. They can hey, go get your own shit. Advise against going into the cellar, it's too dangerous. Or send my Mystling to help, which would gain a fatigue. But I do get an item and a silver, which I have enough items. And I like all my items, actually. The ripe nuts, for the record. During the next enemy attack, I have +2 defense. And this I have ways to heal, +2. Which I guess at any time I could heal right now. You know what? Is that worth the fatigue? It might be. Let's do it. Send my Mystling to help. Your companion dives and returns with some goods. The brothers focus on repairing further damage. If I don't have a water Mystling, should have brought my Furple, apparently, and not anything else. So I will gain a fatigue. I'll just put that nearby, just in case. I'm sure I'm going to have to fight something at some point. But I am going to use the herbs right now to heal at any time. Because I'm going to gain a silver and an item, which are hobnails, which I guess are boots. During the next move, +1. Alright, so lots of movement there. And token A in slot 4. Okay, so that's pretty much one and done. Damn, I need one more silver. What else can I do? To C50? Can I go back? I don't think C50 will let me do anything. If you have the city... Oh, yeah. So I already have the city. So I just need the City in Ruin Part 3. Which I guess the only place I haven't gone to... Well, C25... Let me just make sure there's not any secret numbers that I'm missing. Nope. So that's basically there. Does this one have any secret numbers? No. Are there any secret numbers on the map that I'm missing? Watch, this is gonna be the one time where they are actually like insanely hidden. Or normally they've been pretty obvious, but I am not seeing any. So I guess the only other one that I mean, I could go heal my Mystlings again because I have the money. Let's do C59. You leave! Okay. My Mystling to help. Already did that. Okay, so C59.
This street leads toward the center of Kayberg, where the city hall is.
Yeah, I guess. Because C25, let me just double check C25. Because that is Hazel's shop. Yeah, I don't have any of that. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll leave this part of town. I can't think of anything else to do. You won't be able to return here. So leave. Goodbye! Aha! So that is C62. If you have at least 3 parts of the city in ruin. I do, baby! So that goes to C60.
Several citizens meet you by the infirmary and offer you a small package. For your help. A woman with a bandage around her head says, "Your hard work showed us there's hope. We will prevail and rebuild our homes."
Hot. I gain 2 items. Any of these are immediate? Ooh. Yes. Auguring Bracelet. Test. Look at the top 4 item cards and place them back in any order. That's very nice. Juicy Berries. At any time I can heal 3. I will do that, so I can only have 3 of these. I think I'll get rid of the Hobnails just because it's a +1 and I have a Bottle of Magic for the Juicy Berries. And the Auguring Bracelet is very nice, but I'll just hold on to my plus defense and healing and moving. I gained the Local Hero Part 3 status. That's nice. Good, they don't hate me. Like, I showed up. Now, I wasn't going to. The game actually forced me to come here. It was like, oh, which one do you want to do? But you're going to end up doing both. But it is kind of interesting that you do get to do both, but one of them is different because you went and did the other one. It's like, shit was still happening while you were off having an adventure. I do not have all 4 parts of the city in ruin. Damn, what did I miss? I think it must have been this one. That must have been the other one that I didn't have. Whatever her clues. I would have gained 3 silver, but I got 3 out of the 4, so I'm happy with that. And C65, which is right here. Okay, so if token B is in slot 4, it is not. How did token B get in slot 4? Was that if I like pissed him off? C37. Oh no, if it's too dangerous. Yeah. Token B in slot 4. Interesting. Okay, well, it's not. Otherwise, read on. If you have secret 27, Secret 27. No, look at that. It's right there. It says use it immediately. Cool. Well, I don't have that. Discard secret from event slot. Okay. End the exploration. Alrighty. So these are all going back. That's going in there. These cards are coming back. And then we go to script C64.
Your work for the city is over, and now it is time to locate the places glimpsed in your vision. You feel that this way you will both secure the future of Keaburg and shed some light on what happened to you when the dragon died. You head to the center of the town to talk to the Duchess, who should be the first one to know what you have been through. There is also a fair chance that she might know where all those mysterious lands are. There are no new emergencies in the infirmary, and all the patients are taken care of, so Olin decides to join you. After all, he has some more errands to run too. You enter the part of the city you haven't seen for a long time. You stop and look around in amazement. There is a surprisingly quiet smithy there, and a tempting tavern you would want to visit if there was time. But first of all, there is the city hall, with crowds of people and guards milling around. You also spot a small group of tamers conversing near the florist. You could have a word with them too, if there was time.
Okay, so here we are in the city center. Secret 5, and in 2 time, the work in town has taken a toll on you. You are not pressed for time, but with every passing hour, you and your Mystlings grow tired. So note, learn about the places from the dragon's vision or about someone who could tell you more about them. You should also speak with people to prepare them for what's coming. Okay. Well, where is the best place to do that? That probably is where the what was her name? The Duchess. Yeah, that's probably where the Duchess is at. That looks like the blacksmith, which probably will require 3 or 4 silver, which I don't have. That looks like a merchant where I could buy items. C55, that looks like a town crier area. That might work. Let's do C55 first before I head to talk to the Duchess.
Listen to me, my fellow townsfolk.
It is.
Olin says. He is exhausted after long hours of work in the infirmary, but his voice rings out loud and clear. These are difficult, uncertain times, and creatures of the dark roam the area. We must close the gates. I know that we haven't done it for 200 years, but our safety is of utmost importance. We must also send armed patrols to the neighboring villages to protect their inhabitants. People listen to Olin intently and nod their heads.
It says lock script C55, but like I don't. There's like not really any token to lock it. So I guess I'll just do a red. Or not red, a black. So I can support him. Or advise moderate caution. Of course, we need to be on alert, but we must not close the gates. What if a wounded Mystling seeks shelter from predators or a traveler needs help? With the gates closed, it might take too long to aid them. I'm going to go with that one. So that loses me a time, and I gain the future of Keaburg Part 2. That's probably going to come back to buy this. And then I go to script 56. Or C56. Advise moderate caution.
People stay in the square to discuss what they've heard, and Olin himself, tired after the entire day's toil, walks to the nearest tavern to rest. You hope his home and workshop will be rebuilt soon so that he can sleep in his own bed.
Alright, continue exploration. At least it wasn't mad for me being like, I don't want to do this guy's crazy. Let's see. Now, where do I want to go? I mean, let's do C63 just because that's probably going to cause a bunch of time. And that's probably where the Duchess is at. And That seems like the better option before running out of time. If I have the time passes, I do C67.
There is a never-ending commotion in the city hall, with messengers running about and clerks shouting orders. The guards block your way in, their faces serious. They inform you that the Duchess has died in the
Oh,
quake,
shit.
and nobody can enter before the investigation is over.
Interesting. Ooh, talk to the Duchess' assistant or talk to the guards. Let's do the assistant. It's going to cost me time, but that might be the better option. 96.
The assistant is in tears and doesn't want to converse with anyone, but you convince him to talk. The Duchess, he begins, sobbing. Oh, poor Duchess used to be interested in mysterious lands. True, but I have no knowledge of that. And surely this isn't the time to discuss her passions. And I will not let you go through her documents. Her death is being investigated. We must confirm it was an accident. And he starts crying again.
Get a hold of yourself, man. I need to figure out where these ancient lands are. All right. Time goes by as you wander through Careburg in search of answers. Well, shit, I didn't find any answers so far, so C77. If token B is in slot, it is not. If token A is in slot, nope.
The time is passing quickly, and you're tired. Your Mystlings don't seem to be enjoying the situation either. And as if that were not enough, you're nagged by a weird sensation that someone is watching you.
Interesting. Is it some hot piece of ass? Is it Mildred again? What am I on? C77? Yes. Gain 1 fatigue? Come on! I'll just put it right there. Play Secret 05 in the... Okay. I'm not putting it face down. Then set this back to 2. And then token A in slot 6. Got it. Someone is watching me? Oh, man. Okay, well, the guards probably aren't going to help. I can't imagine. Just that. Why would they tell me anything? All right. Who... I mean, if that's the tavern, which it looks like it because I can see the mugs, that's probably a place to rest. And I have some time now. Let's see if I can rest. C66.
The inn is a huge, noisy place designed to accommodate many travelers. Despite that, it's quite crowded, as many people who lost their homes seek shelter here. You have been here a few times, but to be honest, you prefer the Shaded Tavern, a small but cozier establishment.
Oh, I can actually gain some money. Pawn unnecessary items, spend 1 item to gain 1 silver. Ooh. Then choose again. You know what? I am going to do that. I think I'm going to do sell my bottle of magic to gain a silver, because then maybe 3 silver is enough. You don't ever seem to really be flush with cash. I am a poor tamer after all. Would the Fae call me a gentler? Oh man, if I had sided with Olin, he actually would have waved me over at his table, but now he's like, I don't want to talk to him. So now I can ask about places from the vision, so let's see if that works. C69.
Hey, a stranger whispers, I have got the news you seek. I know a man who can enlighten you, but it is not for free, you know?
Son of a bitch. Well, I could pay for the information, which costs 6 silver. Fuck off. That's, dude, flat out extortion. Oh, man. I could trade the information. I can't trade the information. I don't have a secret status. That would be, I guess, how if I like go to one of the places I've been before, maybe that's how I get some of these other statuses. I haven't been doing the Z stuff. I've just been going straight to scenarios. Or I can sell a lie for the information. I gain the liar status. I don't want to. I don't want to be a liar. I'm not going to do it. So I don't have... Nope. This guy's shady. No thanks. So I'm just going to leave. Okay. Well, let's go to C36. I'm not doing any of that shit. So now I have some money. Maybe I can hopefully buy something.
You enter the smithy and watch in awe as the blacksmith forms a white-hot arrow tip with careful hits from her hammer.
Ooh. Hey, alright. Finally, buy equipment for the upcoming journey. Spend 3 silver, draw 3 equipment cards, gain 1 of them, and discard the rest. Boop, boop, boop. I can do that. 3 equipment. 1, 2, 3. Alright. So... Potion of Recovery. Choose 1 Mystling. Discard all fatigue cards from that Mystling's deck. That's really good. This is really pretty. Tempting Nourishment. The opponent heals 1. Move the opponent in any range by up to 3 spaces. If I have a light Mystling, move the opponent in any range by up to 6 spaces. I'm pretty up close and personal, which would, I guess, work for if I wanted to bring them towards me. Or the Elemental Fungi. All passive effects in your 3rd and 4th slots apply to you this turn. If I have an Earth Mystling, passive effects in all your slots apply. I think I'm going to take the Elemental Fungi because that has a Torch status. I know it says discard the rest, but oh geez. So now I have a food icon and a torch icon. So now those icons can start to help. And now I'm starting to get some stuff. Thank God. I felt like it was... I'm like, do items exist in this game? And then I can leave. So, good deal. Good deal. I did buy equipment. Did not take any time. Where else would I go? I guess to this camp, maybe that's how I can warn people of what's coming. I do have the time passes, so I'm going to 46.
You chance upon a group of disturbed tamers eagerly discussing a matter. You approach and they pause their conversation to greet you. However, you sense that their respect is not genuine. They seem to be harboring a grudge.
I can talk to them about all that has happened. I can train with the tamers. I can ask about the... There's no way they're going to tell me. Okay. Let's try... God. However, their sense of respect is not genuine. They seem to be harboring a grudge. Oh, is it because I'm better than them in every way and they're just hot pieces of ass? Also, I keep forgetting about secret numbers. Any secret numbers? There's like a back alley. Oh, there is a back alley! C13. Haha! Well, let's see if they... I can't ask about the places from the vision, but I don't know if they're going to tell me, because they kind of hate me. And I don't want to tell them if they're harboring a grudge. So let's train with them. C100. Because slot 3 is empty.
The tamer's request for training feels like a mix of a challenge and a vote of confidence. Given the uncertain times, it's understandable that they seek assurance and may doubt your long-term presence in Kayberg. With the mounting events, it's likely you'll be away soon. You agree to a single duel.
Oh!
One of the brightest minds, Juliet, steps up, tenderly stroking her siren's head.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I didn't think it was actually going to be a thing. So, Juliet's about to get got. Place to set up combat. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to set this off to the side. It is map 3. Interesting. It's an enemy siren. You won't be able to tame this enemy? Well, I'm gonna! Like catching someone else's Pokemon. Let's see. Arena card 28. The Eclipse City. And that is a portal. Which is... Does it place a portal in each? So... Here, we'll do that. Because we... So there and there. Yeah. Enemy rules. Enemy can move to or be placed in a space with a portal. Each time you move to or are placed in a space with a portal, gain 2 damage and place your Mystling within range 1 of another portal. Okay. Sounds like a plan. And then it is the enemy siren. 154 and 155. 54 and 55. Okay, cool. That's on the art. Alright, well, I might be getting my ass smacked. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, so special ability. Cool, it's on 2. And so the enemy deck is 4 triangles. There's 3, 2 squares, and a triangle. And then place a whirlpool. I don't think that's like any of these, right? Probably not. No, these are just for, yeah, okay. Just want to make sure. So a whirlpool in the, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll put these face up. But you know what they look like now. Place 1 whirlpool in the space in the middle of the arena. Okay. When the opponent moves to or through a space with a whirlpool, discard that whirlpool, and that opponent gains 4 damage and slow. Oh, it's if it's a fire, the opponent gains 6 damage and slow instead. Alright, so let's see. If Siren has resurface, rush +2, attack, blink 4 away from the opponent, otherwise heal 4, blink 3 away from the opponent. If Siren has resurface, attack, move the opponent by its move value towards the closest whirlpool, otherwise attack, place 1 whirlpool in it. Oh man. That's gonna be pretty gnarly. But I'm gonna I can't do my... Can I do my Fur Wing? Should I do my Fur Wing? Because that's gonna be rough. Because, oh man. I do have the Juicy Berries, which is any, over here, I guess. Anytime heal 3. So that'd be 7. So it would be 18 to 25. But I technically hit harder. So it's still more health than my Emberling. My Emberling, I don't think it has any benefit to water type. It does not. I can do so much damage though. Ugh. Maybe they'll like me if I lose. I'm inherently weaker against it if I go through, and that's a 6 damage and slow if I go through the whirlpool. But I also could... I could do a lot of damage. Why not? It's probably really stupid to try my young Emberling against this, but we're gonna give it the old college try. Because I do get to go first. Oh, it is the Siren. I also need to find its miniature. I think it's this one. That's cool. That's cool. That's a really cool mini, which is going to be there. Because going through the portal also deals damage. So I guess if I get sucked into that's a very bad combo. I'm going to have to basically... I don't know. Might not be the smartest to be... Oh, let your Mystling taste Dragon Guardian's power when you train it in the city. Oh, is that what happens if I win? I hope I win now. Oh, I'm gonna have to be pretty smart, I think, because every 2 turns it's gonna resurface. So if Siren has resurface, discard it, rush, attack, retreat. Okay, so its special ability will just give it resurface, but then it's gonna be pretty powerful. And it heals. So what's it do? So got Flame Burst. Okay. Channeling. Oh, that channeling might not be bad. Regenerate. Okay. Okay, so pretty good opening with channeling actually at number 3. Also, right here. So what's it going to do? It does not have resurface, so it's going to attack and then place a whirlpool. Okay, so it's actually not going to do anything because it does not have resurface. So this is a perfect opportunity, I think. So I'm going to do channeling first, which is going to gain me 2 power. And then 3 power. Yep. That was that. Because I kind of just need to do Fury Nova. Lava Lash. Ooh. That would be 3 damage. And then I can spend 2 to trigger. So, ooh, that would be 1, 2. I can do a lot of damage right off rip. If I don't die right now. So, we shall see. All passive effects. I don't have any passive effects in any of them. This stupid figurine hasn't done anything. The effect of the next card you play during this turn is resolved twice. Except for the trigger effect. Ooh. Oh, man. That might be good. So right now it is going to not attack. It does not have resurface. Otherwise, attack. I am not in range. Suck it. Also, what's it placing? Oh, I guess it can place a wind effect. So I can place 5 whirlpools. Otherwise, place a whirlpool in an empty space in range 2. I guess we'll do there. Nice. Okay, it's going to do the exact same thing, but then it will gain resurface. So this might be the best opportunity for me to do something right now. So my Lava Lash is going to gain me a power. It is going to deal 3 damage, and it's magical. And I can spend 2 to trigger, which would then let me trigger my Flame Burst, which is deal 2 damage to each opponent in range 2, which it is, and plus 2 damage for every 4 power that I have. So, and I don't have to spend that. So I could, that would be 6, 7, 8, 9, that'd be 10 damage. Because my Invigorating Water is the effect of the next card you play during this turn is resolved twice. That is definitely not bad. I kind of like that. very much. Yes. I think I'd actually... Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So lava, so reinvigorating water, somehow, just drink this, it'll heal you. Or it'll reinvigorate you. So that is going to... The effect of the next card you play during this turn... Oh, is resolved twice? Except for the trigger effects. So does that mean... I think it just means that this card goes off twice. That's how I'm going to... Not like, oh, it goes off and then it's resolved twice after that. So Lava Lash, that is within range 3, so it's going to be 6 damage. So 5, 6, because it has no magical defense. I'm going to gain 1 power. Ooh, does that mean I gain... I wonder if that means I gain another power. I'm going to say it is. I'm going to spend 2 to trigger my Flame Burst. Deal 2 damage to each opponent in range 2, so there's 2 there, plus 2 for every 4 power I have. So that's another 4 damage. So straight up, right off rip, 10 damage. Just lashed out with my tail. And then just fire. And that's these 2. And I'm actually going to keep my regeneration. I was thinking about doing a... I could dash and actually move away. Which I'm actually going to. Yeah, I'm going to spend 1 to move 2. Yeah. Flaming Bite lets me move and attack, pierce 1, and then deal a burn. Ooh, another Flaming Bite. Not amazing, because it does, I mean, it is pierce 1, so it would actually do a decent amount of damage. Yeah, that's hot. That's a hot way to live. So then that's its turn. So it's going to go there, and boom. Doing the same thing. It does not have resurface, so it is going to attack. It is not near me, so it will place a whirlpool within... place 1 whirlpool in an empty space in range 2, so it's going to do that. And now, if it does not have resurface, so it is going to gain resurface. Oh, that's what it is. Yep, so now it has resurface. Which makes things a lot scarier. Let's go put that there. So now it's doing a square. If it has resurface, it's going to rush plus 2, attack, then blink 4 away from me. Which is actually good, because it does have resurface, and that means it's not going to heal. So its attack is 3. Yeah. Yeah, it's triangle is the one that... Was there something that... I thought there was something that caused me to move towards the... Oh, it's the triangle that causes me to move towards the closest whirlpool. So its movement is gonna rush plus 2, but then it'll blink 4 away from me. You know what? I think 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do Flaming Bite. It's gonna give me 2 power. Interesting. To move, so I can go 1, 2, which is going to attack for pierce 1, and that is going to be for 4 minus 1, so 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think I'm going to leave that there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to leave that there, because then I can do a Flaming Bite, and then Guardian Stance. Guardian. So now it's its turn. It does have resurface. It's going to rush. It's actually not going to move, so I just run up and claw attack it, or bite it. Oh, it does have burn. Burn 1. Take that. Which that will happen at the end of its turn, where it will just take a damage. So it's going to rush, attack, which is going to attack me for 3. I'm actually just going to take that 3 damage. I do have a way to prevent the damage, but I have some health to work with, and I have a way to heal a few of it. And then blink 4 spaces away. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. Alright, now it'll attack. Oh! Now, I guess if it has resurface... Okay. Equal to its move value. Interesting. Okay, I can actually avoid... That would move me 3, but then I'd be able to move into a whirlpool. So, I actually think what I'm gonna do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm gonna do my regeneration. Yep. So that is gonna. So I get to move because it's in slot 3 for +1, so I can move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. I'm actually gonna go all the way back here, just because if the resurface thing causes me to move my movement value towards the closest whirlpool, that will deal 6 damage to me, and that would suck, and then I'd be slowed. And now, because my movement's only 2, I will not enter that spot, which still might not matter, but now in this way, with the regeneration, I get to heal 2. And I get 2 power. And now I will spend 1 of that to get rid of Pummel, because that's not doing me any good. But Flaming Attack, Guardian Stance, Smart Approach, and Kindling. Oh, it also took a damage from my burn, which gets rid of it. Kindling is not bad. Gain a power for every... And I put Kindling in to... Because I needed to ramp power with the Emberling, I think. That was kind of like my theory, was find ways to ramp the power so I could do the Fire Nova, which will do a lot of damage. Alright, so now that's moving there. Boom. So it does have resurface. It's going to attack, can't hit me. Then it's going to move me twice towards the nearest whirlpool, so swirling me in. But that's it. And yes, when does it lose whirlpool? Does it always have it? No, it's doing its special ability. If Siren has resurface, it's going to discard it, so it doesn't have it anymore. Rush, attack, retreat. So it's going to rush, can't attack me, then it's going to retreat. So that's it. That is its overall effect, which is kind of good, but not amazing because I'm still away from it, but it is going to attack and in place. Ooh, no. It is going to heal 4, blink 3 away from me. Damn it. Damn it. That's very annoying. My movement. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 1, 2. Damn it. I don't have a way to get to it. Place 1 card from your discard pile on top of your deck. Oh. Well, that's not going to work. But that one is. That one is going to... Oh, but, well, the Smart Approach isn't going to do me any good right now. Lava Lash might be the best one right now. So I think with it going to blink 4 away from me and then heal... God, healing. Healing! I'm going to spend a power to move. To do a dash. Then I'm going to do my Smart Approach to move 2 again. And place 1 card from my discard pile on top of my deck. And I'm going to put Lava Lash on top. I think might be the best option. Well, Flame Burst actually would be 2, 4... Ooh, no, Flame Burst is actually going to be better. Yeah, I think that might be the best option now. Because then that will get drawn. And then It's going to basically heal 4, which kind of sucks, but I'm going to do a lot of damage in a sec, which is kind of cool. It's actually really neat to kind of see my deck working the way I'm kind of intending. It's also really cool to be able to have positioning matter. Now I wish I had those items that gave me the extra movement, because I would have been able to attack and negate some of its healing this turn. And it's going to blink 4 away from me, so I guess here it gets it kind of further away. And that was it. Does not have resurface yet. So yes, so this is actually not bad for what's going on. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes. We are going to do Flame Burst. Going to spend 1 to dash. I'm actually going to dash over here, get away from those whirlpools, because now I can do Flame Burst. 2, 4, 6, still have 8. Deal 2 damage to each opponent in range 2, plus 2 for every 4 I have, so it's 2, 4, 6. And that is magic, so that's straight up 6 damage. 5, 6. And then I can actually Supernova, because I have 8 power, or Fire Nova. 2, 4, 6, 8. And deal 6 damage in range 3, so that's another 6. 5, 6. Nope, not on me. So 10, 20, 22. Only has 3 damage or 3 health left. And that would definitely do it, which is awesome. So that's going to go there. That's going to do... otherwise, it is going to attack. It cannot hit me. It will place a whirlpool right. Come on. There we go. Right there. And then it's going to gain resurface. Whoop. But luckily, it's actually not going to matter, because everything went swimmingly. Because it has... Oh, I need it 10, 15, 20, 22. I need to do exactly 25. Let's do my Lava Lash. Which is going to gain me power, but it's not going to matter. Deal 3 damage in range 3. I may spend 2 to trigger, so 1, 2. 3 damage, bypassing its defense, so that is exactly 25. Awesome! That worked out very well. So I won. Script C01. Yay! Wait, not C01. C101. Yay!
When the fight is over, you discuss with Juliet for a moment, explaining what she could do a little better and what she did great. Her siren is a little bruised, but also seems eager to learn more.
It's actually nice to not have to worry about taming a little bit. But yeah, that was a good fight. That was a very good fight. Each Mystling took part in this combat heals up to half. Hey! 1 health. Siren Divider. Add 157 A-side up to the Mystling Encyclopedia. Okay. Yeah, there's the art. To the correct slot in the encyclopedia. But I have not tamed it, so I do not know any lore about it, I guess. Draw 3 cards from the advancement deck, choose 1, and add it to your Mystling deck. You may exceed the deck limit or place it behind the unlock cards. Shuffle the rest of the drawing card. Nice! Okay. Okay. From the advancement deck, I'll just draw the top 3. 1, 2, 3. Channeling. Ooh, dash. So I got channeling, which definitely came in handy to powering up. Dash lets me move +2. I may spend 2 to move +2 again. Or push. Move an opponent in range 3 by up to 2 spaces away from you. No, not. I really don't think. I mean, I do have some range, some decent range. It's between these two. And it's kind of cool. You know what's kind of lame, though? Is they gave me these, like, they gave you these sleeves. I wonder if they're available on their website. They gave you these sleeves, which you have basically 16, which is how many cards you have in your deck. But with getting fatigue added to your deck, and also apparently now extra cards, you don't have enough to actually use them all that much. So I don't know. It is kind of lame. I am definitely going to add an extra card to the deck, which is very cool. So now I can have 17 cards. The question is, do I do channeling again or dash? Or do I not? Do I hold on and put dash in someone else's? Dash with my Furwing would be nice. Give some extra movement if I really need to. Or some extra distance if I need to try. You know what? I'm going to choose dash, but I'm not going to put it. Now, unfortunately, choose one and add it to your Mystling deck. You may exceed the deck limit or place it behind the unlocks divider. Shuffle the rest of the drawn cards back. Now, I wonder if that means like it has to go in this Mystlings deck for me to exceed the deck limit, or place it behind the. And I wonder if I do deck construction again, if I just have to remember that I can do 17 cards for that Emberling, or if it's just for this scenario. I might be thinking way too much into that. I'm just going to put it in the unlocks. Yeah. If anyone knows, let me know, just because I would like to know that. But that I'm not to toot my own horn, but that went extremely well. It could have gone very poorly if I didn't have. I feel like this deck. I mean, it's the first use of it, but it happened to be against a type that was against me, like that was strong against me. So if I had to go into a whirlpool like twice, that would have pretty much been the end of it. I think the siren was down here. Yes, it was. The portals, I will just put back. And these go over here. I'm clearing the arena, as you can obviously tell. And then continue the exploration. Alright, 28, back in the arena deck. And the sirens stuff. Yep, cool. Alright, so now we are back here in the town. So I guess I can actually talk to them again. I do have the time passes, so let's see. Okay, so that was C33. The last time. Let's see if they all still hate me. Alright. So now let's see. Oh. Yeah. Alright, so I can't train with the Tamers again. So talk about what has happened only if I don't have any part of the Tamer's morale status. I'm pretty sure I don't. I do not. Alright, yeah. Now let's talk to them about what happened, which will cause a time. And oh, interesting. Go to script. Mine says go to script C35. Oh, nope, I'm on the wrong spot. Nope, that's correct. So it actually doesn't matter anyway.
You missed quite a tragedy, a tamer says. Look around and see it for yourself, another one adds. The town is ruined.
Ruined.
We had to fend off the monsters ourselves, the third one states bitterly, with no leader. And the poor Duchess, the fourth one complains, she died when her ceiling collapsed. If you had been with us, somebody may have reached her in time to help her. Then an awkward silence falls, and the tamers, so full of resentment a heartbeat ago, now seem a little confused.
Look. Why is everyone blaming me? It's like I am the only one that apparently does shit around here. So it's like, hey, man, fend for your fucking selves. It's like, quit being annoying. With no leader.
You chance upon a group of disturbed tamers, eagerly discussing a matter.
Yeah, it basically, yeah, C49, and then it took me back here. No, I want to go see, because there was, C13. Back alley, baby.
A window on the first floor is open, and cracks in the wall could offer a suitable foothold. If you wanted to break in there, you could easily do it. The thing is, why would a chief tamer want to break the law this way?
Ooh, interesting. Interesting. I can climb it anyway. Of course, token A in slot 2, which I have. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Don't get caught. Ooh, I do have the time passes. Okay, what was it? If any token is in slot 4, there is not.
The disturbing letter with the burglary plan comes to your mind as you enter the service room. Much to your astonishment, you see a young girl climbing through the window. Her face is concealed behind a black scarf. Frozen, she stares at you with wide, frightened eyes.
Oh, okay. Choose one. Frighten her away and tell her to flee or call the guards. Ooh. I'm gonna frighten her away. Because she could be hot as well. It says young girl. Never mind. I take that back. It's like... ha! I'm gonna frighten her away. Like a cat. The girl disappears down the hall. Place token A in slot 4. Okay, continue. That's it. That's Jesus Christ. Like, okay. Yeah, I guess that's that. So, you would think it's like trying to spend time, like, is somewhat difficult to do, apparently. What's also cool is I didn't have to use any of my items. Well, that's not true. I used my revigorating water, which came out, it was very helpful. I was able to do exact damage on that training. Aha! C5. There's another one. If any token is in slot 1, it is not.
A terrified prowler hides on the roof.
Oh, yeah,
You whistle softly to encourage it to come down, but the creature refuses to budge.
Yay! Yay! I can do something with a Mystling. Now, I will say this is very cool to have certain types of Mystlings around to be able to do. I can climb the building, or send my Mystling to help the Prowler requires a wind Mystling, which I have because I have my Fur Wing with me. So that's C11.
The prowler is finally safe on the ground. The creature immediately runs off, his letter bag bobbing. Suddenly, a letter falls from the bag onto the ground.
Ooh, interesting. Do I return the letter to the Mystling or take the letter with me? I want to take the letter with me. But if I want to role play it, I was doing like all the Mystlings stuff. I'm gonna be so upset if it's like, you know, I'm gonna stick to my guts and just be very like, here you go, little buddy. I'm gonna return the letter to the Mystling, which puts that there. And bah! And that's it. So now I'm gonna return the letter. And maybe that will come back to help me. Okay, now I got it, man. Oh, there was a little area there that looked like something. I'm not seeing. So I climbed in the window and then just saw a girl, and I'm like, hey, go away. Go away. I'm sneaking in. I don't see any more. So I guess I'll go back to the Tamers, because I know that burns time. And ask about the visions. Continue. Yeah, ask about the places from the visions. Which, boop, C53.
The Tamers know nothing about places from the vision.
I didn't think they
but
would.
They listen to you intently, eager to learn what you know. A trainee suggests that you may ask around in the city hall, and then his face falls. There was a tragedy. The Duchess might have known about those locations, but she passed away in the disaster. If you don't want to disturb the ongoing investigation, you may try your luck with the travelers in the tavern.
Yeah, well, some shady guy who wanted to take me to like the bathroom without a hole cut in the stall, was like, hey, for 6 silver, I'll tell you some shit, or I can lie, and I'm not a liar, okay? Not some piece of shit. All right, so now that's C77. All right, if token B is in slot 6, it is not. If token A is in slot 6, so C84.
A pedestrian in a hurry bumps into you. He mumbles a few words about being terribly sorry and dashes off. Only when he vanishes do you discover that you are a few coins short.
Haha! I don't have... Oh man, okay, so they really want me to find out some information. So same thing, I discard the silver, luckily I didn't have any. Then I flip the token slot 6 to B. And now I have 2 more time. I don't have any money, and I don't want to lie, which is stupid. Alright, so what is C29? Probably just some...
Here, an elderly woman says with a sad smile, a roll for you, and a flower. You look at her in surprise, but she encourages you with a nod. I'm too old to help the builders, she adds. My shop is still intact, so this is the least I can do. Hand people flowers and bread stuff. I hope it will help soothe the despair.
It doesn't. This flower doesn't help all the people's loved ones come back. So I can chat with the woman. She doles out some treats to your creatures. I will spend time. To heal 2. Yay! Let's heal my fur wing just in case. So I'm down to 5, 6, 7, 8. And a power. Gain a power. How nice. And then continue the exploration. Alright. Well, let's see if I can let's try 63 again. Maybe the guards will actually tell me what's going on. I do have the time passes. I wonder if I come here first, if the Duchess is alive.
There is an...
Talk to the guards, unless it was C63. I don't think I needed any type of... Yeah. C67, there it is. Talk to the guards. Yes, actually, C63 does have me talk to the Duchess. That's kind of cool if I don't have the time passes. Well, interesting. She probably would have been very helpful. So let's talk to the guards, baby. And they're going to be like, hey, there's an investigation. What the fuck? I don't care about you. Yep, that's what I expected.
No way. The guard tells him.
Nope.
You're not allowed to enter the office. You're not allowed to go anywhere in the building for the time being, his colleague adds. The Duchess may have been assassinated. We won't rest until we complete the investigation. Yeah, the first guard says.
Yeah.
Go and talk to the tamers. They are restless, and so are the Mystlings. Leave this matter to us.
Yep, continue the exploration. I knew it. I knew the guards wouldn't be helpful. All right, let me just double check if there's not any. That's C13. There's C5. Gotta get real close with these. I can't do C55 again. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Oh no. Oh, it goes there. All right, well, because I can't do the window. The tamers don't have anything to tell me. If this is actually I guess I haven't done C80. If slot 5 is empty, oh my god, you still need to learn more about places from your vision.
You're looking at the way out of town.
Oh, hold on. Well, C80. If slot 5 is empty, you still need to learn more about places. Continued exploration. Okay. Yeah, so I have to continue exploration. Okay. Jeez. Like, because C69, I can't pay for it. I don't have the secret exit. I really don't want to lie. Like, and that'd be very stupid if I have to. Because, like, I should be able to avoid that. Let's see, C13. Yeah, so C climate anyway, so C68. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that I can do. Yeah, token A is in slot. Oh! Hold on. Okay, so C13. Let me try that again. Did I like...
A window on the first floor is open, and cracks in the wall could offer a suitable foothold. If you wanted to break in there, you could easily do it. The thing is, why would a chief tamer want to break the law this way?
Okay, and that says, yeah, climate anyway requires token A in slot 2, or token A in slot 1. So I have token A in slot 2. That takes me to C68. If I don't have the time passes status. Did I? If I don't have it, but I do. Gotcha. So, hold on. C58. Did I mess up? Oh, actually, sorry. So C68. Yes, if I don't have the time passes, I go to script C58, which I do. So I actually, oh, okay. So, whoops. So C58 I should not have done, which was the disturbing letter. So place A in slot 4. So that is actually not there. Got it.
You scale the wall and crawl into a service room, which is luckily empty. You have never been to this wing of the building, and you fear that finding the way to the office of the Duchess might prove to be a little problematic.
Okay, so no token A in slot 5. If token A is in slot 1, it is not. So I can take the narrow service corridor or take the wider corridor. I'm going to take the narrow one. So, and hope that that works.
The corridor forks into many smaller ones, but you follow the main one. You hope it will take you to the Duchess's office. Alas, at one point you pick up some voices. They are two servants talking.
Let's hide and wait it out. Which is script 89.
You hide in time, and the servants walk past. They act like they wanted to avoid being seen too.
Ooh. Lose time, then go to script 86.
You enter the office of the Duchess.
Nice.
The place is ruined as the roof and a huge chunk of the wall collapsed during the tremors. Luckily, the room is empty because all the clerks and guards are crowding downstairs now. You search the drawers of the main desk, and soon enough you come across a pile of letters from Eric Fisker, the cartographer. In one of the letters there is a drawing of the islands you saw in the vision. The cartographer, it seems, resides in the academy.
Okay. If token B is in slot 1, someone has quickly raided the study. There are papers scattered all around and the safe is wide open. You cannot shake the feeling that you somehow may have made it happen. Gain 1 fatigue. Damn it! Oh, was that my stupid... Was that the letter? Oh, interesting. Oh, I gotta double check. That was C5? I think that was giving the letter back to the Prowler. C5. Yes, and my Mystlings C11. Yeah, it was. Oh shit. That sucks. I should have taken the letter. I was trying to be nice. I'm like, this little Prowler wants it's his job. That's cute. Damn it. Wow. If place token A in slot 5. And then you know what you need to continue your journey. When you feel ready, visit script C80 at the bottom of the map. Okay. Now, C77. If token B is in slot 6, it is...
You look around suspiciously.
Yep.
No doubt there is a thief operating in the crowd, taking advantage of people's confusion. You plunge into the middle of it to catch the criminal when you suddenly notice that some of your gear is missing. You've been robbed.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Nope, that can fuck right off. Discard 1 equipment, discard all items. Nope. Nope, fuck that. Fuck all that. I'm not doing that. I refuse. I paid too much money and took too much time to finally get stuff. I'm not going back to 0. So, fuck you for all of that shit right there. And I'm going to C80. Because I'm going to do what I want. Slot 5 is not empty, so... Oh, whoops. Okay, continue.
You're looking at the way out of town.
So now I can leave the city, which I'm going to. With my stuff. If token B is in slot 1... If token B is in slot 1 or token A is in slot 4, someone bumps into you but walks on. A minute later, you put a hand into the pocket and discover a pouch of silver together with a word of thanks. Gain 2 silver. Oh, well, would you look at that? That would have been that's the thief. So why would I get robbed? No, that's so stupid. If you have the Interference Part 5 status, I don't. I don't have any of those. If you have Time Passes. Yeah, which I do.
You found out about a cartographer who seems to be your only lead to the Sky Islands that plague your dreams. You've never been to the academy where the man is located, but going there could also be an excellent opportunity to soak up some knowledge. Additionally, you're aware that the Fae, if that's even their real name, are headed toward a spot in the southeastern mountains. They likely have important information about the dreaded portals and the Dragon Guardians. And after something strange happened to you following the dragon's death, it's imperative you learn more. Where to go next?
Yes, where to go next? And, okay, so, that does end the exploration. So I gain, well, I flipped the Explored 3 to, I wonder what those symbols mean underneath there. Anyway, so I have Explored 5, that is the Fae, Unexplored 5. You have a lead that a cartographer from the Academy may shed light on the mysterious places from the vision. Then I have 14, a long canyon stands between the forest and the Academy. And then 6, the Fae Trail leads towards the snowy mountains in the east. So now this is how my world map is looking, which is pretty cool. And then I open the random booster, take all the cards and do all that, remove all fatigue, and fully heal my Mystlings. So don't know what a lot of that was for, but that was it, everyone. I don't know which one I'm going to do next. I know now I can do the Z stuff. Like before I actually pick a scenario, so I might need to do some of those, like go revisit some locations. Might revisit the area that I got this figurine from, which I believe was, I think it was up in that cavern, so I might do that. And then, I don't know, like I'm kind of intrigued by all of it. The visions would be cool, going to the cartographer. I wonder if that thief thing matters in any way, like long terms, if someone stole from the safe. And now, again, I'm really hoping it doesn't just automatically make me do all of them just in a different order. Even though I had to do both of them, having to pick one over the other changes which one you do. So like if you play it again, it's like, oh, I'll go to the city first, and that might give me more answers. But then I won't get certain things at the when I'm hunting down the Fae. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'll decide which way I want to go next time, obviously. And that's it, everyone. I hope you're enjoying. Stick around for the rest of the series. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.